Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Matt, I am the AmeriCanadian gamer, and some of you mentioned in the binary rifle guide that you wanted to see how it stacked up with the damage boost, overshield, and vehicles, and so I am here with my friend Nicholas to discuss that with you and show you exactly how it works. Say hello, Nick.
Hello!
Hello indeed. So the first thing that we need to check out is a binary rifle versus an overshield, so if you'll go ahead and pick up that overshield. Now, normally the binary rifle is a one-shot weapon, but if the guy has an overshield, it will take up to 3 shots to kill them, or it will take 3 shots, not up to. Well, yeah, up to 3 shots, depending on how hurt his overshield is, but you may need up to 3 shots to kill a guy who has an overshield. Now, if Nick will respawn and get back here and pick up that overshield again, if he'd be so kind, if you have a damage boost, you can 2-shot somebody who has an overshield. You will not 1-shot them. You will 2-shot them when they have an overshield. Look, the binary rifle went through and actually damaged the Wraith, which we're going to get to those in a second. So the next thing a bunch of you are wondering about is exactly how it stacks up against vehicles. And what we have is we have all the vehicles laid out here. And I'm not going to go through all of them to show you exactly how many shots it normally takes. Let's just say for the big guns right here, it takes quite a bit of shots to destroy them. I'm actually going to go ahead and destroy them now so they can respawn. The Scorpion's pretty much gone as well. You can see that does do okay damage, but you have so few rounds with the binary rifle that you should be focusing more on people on the ground instead of the actual vehicles. Now with the light vehicles like the Warthog, Ghost, and Mongoose, you can just knock the people out of those, and that's what you should focus on with those vehicles, is taking out the pilots, not the actual vehicles themselves, because you have up to, like, 8 rounds total. You don't get very much ammo with the binary rifle. Now, if you have a damage boost, all of that changes, and the binary rifle actually becomes a very effective anti-vehicle weapon. The thing is, this is just not a very common circumstance. It actually has never happened to me ever playing Halo to have a damage boost and vehicles and a binary rifle all on the same map. Okay, and we're back. We had to cut due to some unfortunate circumstances here regarding Nick and some of the vehicles, who somehow will dodge everything you throw at him. But anyways, we're here to look at the damage of the vehicles. And first, I will go through each one, I guess, and show you how many shots it does take to kill these vehicles. So Nick will get to sit here and look pretty while everything happens. So first up is the Mongoose. There's 2 rounds, and 4 rounds to take out the Mongoose. The Ghost should be less than that, if I remember correctly. The Ghost should be 3 rounds. Yes, the Mongoose is actually more durable than the Ghost, and I think it's a balancing factor because the Ghost actually has guns on it, and the Mongoose doesn't. Oh look, the vehicles are actually respawning this time. Wow. But, okay, now for the Warthog, I think it takes 4 or 5? I don't remember properly, but we'll see here in a second. Yep, there's 4. And there's the 5th one to take out the Mongoose, and we'll wait for that so its shield recharges. The Banshee, if I can hit it, should be 3 rounds, if I remember properly. So the binary rifle is probably the best for anti-vehicle purposes when it comes to actually fighting the vehicles, but you get so little ammo that it's not something that you should make a point to do, unless, of course, you have a damage boost, which we'll get to in a second. Now, the tanks take a lot of rounds. It takes, I think, all of your rounds to kill the tank. I think it takes most of them. And they actually will absorb quite a few shots. It's like 6 or 7 rounds. Yeah. That was 6. 7 rounds to take out a tank. So both of those take the same amount of damage. And the Mantis should take like 3 or 4. Or 5. Well, that's pretty hurt right there. That thing's pretty much gone. But 4 to 5 depending on how much damage it takes from other sources. So now we're actually just going to reload the map. Okay, and now we're going to show you exactly how it works with the damage boost, how much this thing actually does to vehicles, and the first big one are the tanks. It only takes 3 rounds with the damage boosted binary rifle to drop either the Wraith or the Scorpion. They will both go down in 3 rounds. The Mantis, if you can actually hit it, will only take 2 or 3 rounds. It's really hurt after 2. So it doesn't take much from there, but a third round for good measure. So if you're fighting a Mantis, hit it with 2 of them and let your team clean it up or swap weapons and finish it off with something else, because it's going to be very hurt after that, and there's going to be no point to wasting one more binary rifle shot on that. The Banshee is really hurt from the Mantis blowing up, but the Banshee doesn't survive very much either. The Banshee doesn't survive very much. The Ghost, only 2 hits, and the Mongoose should take 3 hits. But there you have it. There's the damage differences. I didn't really put them in the guide because it's such a rare occasion. I don't know if I just mentioned this already or not. To have, yeah, I think I did mention, to have a damage boost vehicle and a binary rifle all at the same time. But when it does happen, you can do some major damage. But under most circumstances, a damage boost isn't going to make a big difference if you're fighting against people. Because people, no matter what, unless they have an overshield, only require 1 shot to take down. So taking a damage boost, if there's no vehicles around, is a really counterintuitive idea. You should pass it up for anything else, like or Overshield, a speed boost, or other weapons to take instead, because they will do much better for you. So, I guess with all of that said and done, we're going to end it right here. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. My name is Matt, and Nick, you want to say bye?
Peace out, people.
Then we'll see you next time.